The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. Today, Ed and I have we've got a fun one coming up.
We
this is
sure
pretty good. It's funny how we both kind of accidentally years ago figured out we're both Archer fans. Mm-hmm. I think we were just making commentary every once in a while, and all of a sudden we're like, "Wait a minute, what?
Did you just quote from Archer? You watch Archer?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Oh my God, that's awesome."
Yep.
The little history, I discovered it just like on accident. I don't know what it was. You know, I used to be a big cartoon fan growing up and you know, obviously follow the spy movies and everything.
Yep.
But all of a sudden I was just tooling through. I don't remember what, because Archer's been on different formats, different providers. And all of a sudden I'm like, what is this? You know, I saw like the intro clip to it. I'm like, well, that looks kind of cool.
Yep.
You know, and so I'm like, oh, let me try it out.
Well, I'd only watched it a couple of episodes, and then a friend of mine had said, "Hey, do you want to meet H. John Benjamin and Aisha Tyler?" I'm like, why do those names sound familiar? They were coming to Buffalo, and my friend was going to UB at the time. And I got to say, Aisha Tyler looks and sounds exactly like Lana Cage. She is tall, she's beautiful, full of spunk. H. John Benjamin doesn't look anything like Archer, but the personality's there. You know,
it's funny, you know, like, because the first time I heard his voice was through Archer.
Yeah.
And then I found out that H. John Benjamin's been a voice actor for a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, he's been on Family Guy, he's been on a whole bunch of other stuff. And it was just like, he had some cameo appearances on some Star Trek shorts.
Oh,
one
cool.
of the newer versions.
Yeah.
So he was in one of them. And it was funny. It's like imagining the voice behind the Archer character.
Yep.
I could have not come up with that. He's actually funny in person.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I've seen interviews of him. He looks like he just enjoys being him. Mm-hmm. And but it's funny. It's like going back and watching Archer after seeing him, and it's like, now it's different.
Yeah.
Now it's like, that's not the suave guy that I...
So before we fanboy too much over, you know, Archer.
Or Lana.
What are we doing here anyway?
So we are going to talk about the best guns in Archer.
Yes!
Yeah. Now I did notice this, and it just came to me again when you put the notes on here. There's one gun that they don't use in the series, and that's a Glock.
Yeah.
They use everything else but a Glock.
I am so happy about that. I think from what research that we did, the showrunners who really wanted to bring out the individual personalities, you know, of the characters and their choice of firearms. And, you know, you're going to see that.
Right.
You know, so.
Right. So, you know, I guess, you know, Glocks just don't have a personality.
Another reason that I don't like them. But, yeah, so this kind
They wanted style, not functionality.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Reliability, but they wanted the pizzazz, the wow of something cool. Mm-hmm. So I can live it. Still, you know what? I'm not upset at the writers. I think Archer was a really good, you know, basically it was a spy parody, satire,
noir kind of, you know, period piece.
Yeah, every you know, I think they had the Coma series, the Coma years.
Yes, yeah,
right, and each of them, the seasons had a different theme, which was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they really just did a lot of good stuff with that animation and the style. You know, it was pretty cool. So if you haven't watched the series Archer, maybe this will get you to go. You can find it all over the place. It's still out there.
Yeah. FX, you know, still has it, and it's on the internet, you know. So,
So you can find episodes all over the place.
So, guys, you know, this is our arbitrary list. If you agree with it, disagree with it, be sure to comment below.
Yeah.
And yeah, be sure to send us the usual YouTube pleasantries, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button before we get started. So
yeah. All right. So first up, obviously, has to be the anchor of the series. We've got to talk about Archer's Walther PPK.
Why do you have a gun.
What, seriously? For this?
We know movies exaggerate, but he is the best spy ever,
Yep.
right? So there's no reason why he should have missed.
Yeah. But I mean, wow, with the 32 ACP, a baby little gun and 5 shots grouped really tightly together
Yeah.
right in there.
Are we not even gonna address how amazing that shot was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you put the Walther?
I
Yep.
put it up on the
it's,
board.
it's right up
It's
there.
in here somewhere.
Yeah, it's up there.
We're going to put it up there. Now, and the reason, I'm pretty sure I know why they picked it, because they wanted to give a little nod to the original series and the original Spy Master, James Bond.
Walter PPK, 7.65 mil with a delivery like a brick through a plate glass window.
Okay. Everybody, if you haven't seen one, I don't know where you're living, but so they wanted to give a nice nod to James Bond with his, that was the classic. I know Bond departed once or twice from it, but they always came back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who knows? Different directors, right?
Absolutely.
So, oh, by the way, bonus fact, I own one of these.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Dave's Walther PPK, be sure to check out our episodes on our Safe Queen.
The Safe
guns.
Queens. Yep.
And you'll be able to see Dave's.
Yep. Picked it up from a friend of mine, and I thought, you know what? Why not? It's like a James Bond gun. Come on, you got to buy
Absolutely.
one. It's
Absolutely.
almost like, there's certain guns you got to have. You got to have this one. All right. So we got the lead off.
The lead off with
The king of all spies, Archer, right? So next, Ed, I'm going to let you take this one.
Well, obviously, if we're going to do Archer, we got to do Lana too. So next up is going to be Lana's dual Tech 9s. And we're just going to toss that right on up there.
What in the... Lana Anthony Kane?
So
Oh, that was good. I love the little twist they throw into these
Yep.
episodes. It's just hilarious.
Tech 9s, fully auto.
Yeah.
Lana dual wields these.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is, like, they gotta weigh a ton. And yet
Yeah.
she keeps them in those, like shoulder holsters. And
I remember the running joke about, having really large hands
yeah.
during the episode. So I guess that helped with the Tech 9s.
Yep.
And one more crack about monster hands, and I promise you I will shoot your fat Irish faces off.
9mm full autos. Oh, they just look like they are so fun. And
Yeah.
for a big spunky girl like Lana, who really not very subtle at all,
Yep.
they really
Yep.
chose not to,
Yeah, demure is not written into her character.
and then we decided to double it up, even some more.
Why
So-
not, right? Let's
but-
get 2 of them instead of just having one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yep, Lana's Tech 9s, I would throw it up there as well.
Yeah. So basically, how are we going to rate the guns? Are we just going to like what our favorites are, or what kind of criteria are we going to use for this?
I think the arbitrary scale of awesomeness is the
Okay.
only way to kind of go about
So this
it.
may change.
This may change.
We may find one that we think is more awesomer than even Archer or Lana's guns.
I somehow doubt that, but yeah,
I know.
and
Maybe.
anything's possible.
There could be a big fight for second.
We might disagree, on where it goes.
That's what it's about.
So, yeah, Lana's Tech 9, right up there.
Okay. All right. Archer's mom.
And
Mallory's.
Archer.
Mallory
and,
Archer.
And, of course, Mallory Archer's Smith & Wesson Model 629 revolver.
Sterling, I'm warning you! Sterling? Sterling? Sterling?
Mallory's revolver.
Mallory's revolver.
We got
Wow.
a scope on it.
Yeah.
We
And
got
a
a laser
laser.
sight that apparently charges up,
Yeah.
with interesting
And turns out
sound.
without her actually switching it on, just when she says, Archer! And
Yeah.
it just turns, it's voice command.
Yeah, apparently.
Right? And you hear the whine as it comes up, because that's what everything has to do in movies.
This gun in 44 Magnum, which is not the easiest caliber, but somehow I think it works for Mallory. She's old
Yeah.
school. She's business. She
Right.
really doesn't, soft foot her way around the agency at all. So
Yeah.
I think this
She
this
doesn't
fits
need
for
the
her.
high tech semis. You know, it's just that she knows that this gun's going to get the job done. Now, thank God for cartoon ballistics,
Yeah.
because you know Archer survives this one.
How you
Right?
survive 6 shots of 44 Magnum, you know, in that tight a grouping.
Ha! Guess the old gal still got it. All 6 right in the 10 ring.
Yeah,
All in the X-ray.
and all you say it afterwards is "ow."
Mother! So I'm going to throw this one right near the top, maybe just below
Okay.
our mains.
Yep.
Next gun, I threw in there because it is probably my all-time favorite long-distance rifle ever. Not very well known, and
Okay.
it was made for a very limited time run, and that is the Bullpup Walther WA 2000.
Wow.
Well, excuse me, Lana. It's a rampage.
Still, though, you really want to take on the Irish mob?
No, I don't. But they're the ones switching out life-saving cancer drugs with Candy and Zima. And why couldn't it be the Brazilian mob? Estou aprendendo português, Lana. Plus, I can only assume a Brazilian mob would be a jillion times sexier.
I like how that scope just snaps right down there, and he's able to take headshots from wherever they are.
Again, I think it only makes an appearance in that one episode, but I had to put it in because
Yeah.
it is so cool. Look at that wood furniture, that suppressor, the fact that, like you said, you can just snap on that scope and apparently it's perfectly zeroed for
Hey.
the distance he needed.
It could happen. Well, for all we know, he's right across the street.
But yeah, this gun is now in the hands of many collectors. I think starting price for this one is about $50,000.
Wow. How did they put a gun worth $50,000 into the cartoon for one scene?
For one scene.
That thing should have had a whole run.
But somebody knew what they were doing when they
Yeah.
chose that one.
Oh, I know. They
so
must have
yeah.
done some research. I like it.
Yeah. So I'm going to put this below our main guns, but still
Oh, boy.
fairly close up there.
Up in the top there?
Yep.
Okay.
Say I won't.
Good work, Ray. Thanks for coming.
On my tits. What?
What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
Thought I might have to go undercover.
As what?
A biker, dum-dum.
It's just you look kinda gay.
I look gay.
A little bit, yeah.
What, did you see Lana? Hey, Earl Campbell called. He wants his thighs back.
Ray is awesome.
Yeah. And with the assless chaps, that really sets the tone right there.
Yeah.
Kind of like Lana, he dual wields the Springfield 1911.
Yep.
Right? So let's talk about Ray's Springfield 1911s.
Pearl
Right.
grips, completely stainless.
But of course, right?
And,
Because Ray is about style. Okay.
Oh, he drips style
Oh, yeah.
in everything that he does.
He's the best. He is awesome. I loved everything he did. Even in the later seasons when I'm sure we'll get into that later. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, Ray was just awesome
Yeah. He might not be the best shot, but he looks good
when he's doing it.
when he's doing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what? I think for style points,
Yeah.
and because the pearl handle stainless, and he shows up in a scene just with some awesomeness. When he walks in there, he's commanding everything.
Yeah.
He's got it right.
Then do the Kobe tartare with this 42 Le Pen. And this chocolate terrine looks insane.
Absolutely.
He's got to go up here. I'm gonna put him like we're on the Lana side,
All right.
right up near the top.
I like that.
All right.
Just like I don't ever think about you. Reloading.
Firing! In the combat firing stance.
No, I wasn't. I don't.
The animation is just so cool.
Obviously I chose that purely for the MP40.
For the
Nothing
artistic
to do.
work.
Yeah.
They're repelling borders, or they're in a firefight on a boat with some guys, and obviously she picked up this MP40 and she's just cranking away at it, and Archer's got his and he's cranking away at it. So hey, you know what? That was cool.
Yeah. It's the
That's just cool.
the thing is, the MP40 it's not a modern gun. Like
No.
in a world that has MP5s, M4s, things like that, it's kind of one that they kind of pulled out of the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but you're going to see this gun throughout the entire series. You know,
Right.
and bad guys, good guys,
Yeah.
and
This guy right there.
yep. So where are we putting the MP40?
Well, let's see. It makes a brief appearance, so that's pretty cool. Let's put it in the brief appearance category.
Okay. You're gonna put it next to my Walther.
Okay, we'll go a little.
Okay.
Bit. There
All
we
right.
go. It's like a halfway level.
All right, I'll
All
accept
right.
that.
Ed's all all about the $50,000 gun, and hey.
What is it now?
Pirates!
That's kind of confusing since we're on a... Ow! Come on, that was right in my frickin' ear!
Sorry, I know that hurts.
Come on!
It happens to me kind of a lot. I actually have like mild tinnitus now. I mean, it's gotten to where I had to start sleeping with a fan on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, otherwise it's like...
No, you just killed like 10 pirates.
The pirates, the bad guys, always tend to show up with AKs. I don't know what
Yeah,
it
for
is.
some reason, the
Yeah.
AK-47,
Yeah.
it is
That thing.
the quintessential gun of
Yeah.
bad guys. You find it pirates, mafia, the mob. Everybody seems to use it.
Yeah.
And this is a really good, really detailed rendering of it in
Oh, yeah.
Archer. So yeah, I like that.
Like I'm sure, going back and you pause these things in the scenes, you're gonna see a lot of lines instead of just like a block. Mm-hmm. You're gonna, like you said, it's gonna be very detailed. I don't know, Ed, where would you put the AK?
Because it's so common and not that unique, I
Yeah.
would put it below the MP40s.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, that's a good spot for it.
There we go.
Right after I get my car.
Archer!
No wonder it was running rough.
Archer, don't.
Now, which one of you pussies has it? So, just a heads up, I'm starting the rampage now.
No kidding.
Nope.
Oh, Rampage with M16s.
Nope.
So, the American M16,
Yeah.
chambered in 5.56.
Yeah.
Okay, again, one of those kind of ubiquitous guns that shows up everywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's unmistakable. That triangle stock, the carry handle on the top. Mm-hmm. It's that they brought out the the unmodified, just pure M16.
Yep.
Right? Nothing different.
Nothing
And I
fancy
did
about it.
notice. I was looking at the detail on here, and you can even see the selector switch on that sucker.
Mm-hmm.
When he turned it around, there's the selector switch. So they actually really got down on it. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Another one of those guns that shows up everywhere throughout the series. I think just as popular. It's like you got the Russian AK and you got the American M16. They're basically, opposite sides of the world, most popular gun, that you're going to find.
Right. Oh yeah.
I'm
So
gonna-
where were you put that one?
personally,
Somewhere near the AK-47, maybe.
we'll put it right next
Yeah.
to the AK. There we go.
It gets frequency points.
Spotter ye! Spotter ye!
Damn! What did he say?
Don Louis! Il Papa! Spotter El Papa!
Oh, shit! Pam!
Get
So H&K
Yep.
MP5,
MP5.
probably one of the coolest submachine guns in the entire world, I would argue.
Yeah. They just have something to them. Again, it's the style,
Yeah.
right? They have that look to them.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see, like some protective details will have them, and they show up in movies where there's like maybe some specialized units that are doing certain things, and they show up in Archer
Absolutely.
because why not? They're in Italy with the Pope. Let's bring out the H&Ks.
Yep. Chambered in 9mm. You're
Yeah.
going to find them everywhere in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention you get that kind of iconic HK slap
Yep.
when you're racking that charging handle. So
Oh yeah. All right, Ed. Let's see. You know what? I think I sense a trend here.
Oh, interesting.
Let's put them right there
Okay.
because they just tend to be everywhere,
Yep.
right?
They're pretty ubiquitous.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's a big word.
Get some! Get some, you sons of bitches! Suck it!
No! Hang on!
What the hell is your problem?
My problem, Lana, is you're just Bonnie and Clyde my starting midi.
Archer, they were...
Red shirt freshman Lana, who I was grooming.
Oh, they're about to get taken out by a surface-to-air missile, and he's worried about the starting midi in his lacrosse team.
Oh my God! So
yeah, again, priorities are just always messed up. Yep. So the Browning M60
chambered in 7.62 by 51, mounted on the side of a helicopter, very popular during
course,
Vietnam.
it has to, right? And of course, guess who gets to shoot it? Lana has to shoot it,
Absolutely.
right? Because Archer is just too out of control.
Well, I think in later episodes they end up nicknaming her Spray and Pray Lana, so this kind of fits right in with that persona.
What was it we used to call you? Spray and pray.
Yeah, I loved it. She started yelling, "Get some!" as she was letting loose on it.
So, spoiler, that might come up in a later gun, but stay tuned, folks.
Okay, there we go. Something to stay tuned for. All right, so where are you going to put the M60?
You know what? Just because it's Lana, and just because our girl is known for subtlety, and she'll probably kick my ass if I don't put it any higher or any lower,
There you go.
I'm going to put it just above our MP4.
There we go. Okay,
So-
that's fine. That'll work.
Hang on. Tentacle porn. Hang on. Those vending machines that sell used schoolgirl panties. Okay, done. Now here's what I propose.
You dare to propose.
I swear to God, I can do that all day. I mean, to me, it sounds like bubble wrap.
3 shots with that sucker inside the car.
Their ears have got to be gone.
And I love it. So it must mean my tinnitus is the same frequency as what they're putting on the episode.
Right.
But I love it. It's like after every shot, there's a high pitched whine.
I don't hear a thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you must have a problem then.
But he does the flip cock, reloading.
Yeah.
He uses it one-handed, which I think the mare's leg was originally designed, for cowboys and, people for it to be shot one-handed.
Like
when
maybe
necessary.
a short scabbard next to the saddle kind of thing. Yep.
Absolutely. So
So yeah. And if you look at the gun, I noticed in our still, it's even got a sling mount on the side of the receiver. They even left that on there, and they got the banding around the wood stock. So again, they put some detail into these things, which
they
is pretty
didn't
cool.
skimp on the details for our lever action.
Yeah.
Where should we throw this one up?
Oh, let's see. You know what? Although it was fun, and it's just kind of like it was a novelty hit. It's like, number one, I can't figure out why he decided to sit in a car with a mare's leg to negotiate
with the
Yakuza. When he could have had his choice of any other gun out there. But let's throw this down here.
Okay.
Down in here.
Matt is probably protesting right now as he watches this episode because he loves that historical stuff. But
Matt's tinnitus just ramped up.
If anybody's gonna choke my sister's bitch neck, it's gonna be me.
What are you doing? What, you got a wolf shotgun? Huh? When I'm a freaking cyborg?
Barry, just for you, I got explosive ammo.
Do what now?
Jesus Christ, you could have killed me. Shut up.
So hey, why don't we all do this?
Oh, God.
Oh, Pam comes in with the Annihilator shotgun.
just handling it like a boss.
Oh, yeah.
So the short grip Mossberg 500, not an easy shotgun to handle. And I'm guessing that explosive buckshot, that she's using cannot, be soft shooting.
No.
At all.
No.
But apparently that's the only thing that can take cyborgs down. So
Well, Cyborg Barry needs to get hit with some heavy stuff. So there it is.
So when Judgment Day comes around and the Terminators show up, I'm going to be referring to
remember
my
that.
trusty Mossberg 500.
Yeah, it might be 4 or 5 shots into the head to get the little CPU.
Absolutely.
Right? The one that looked like the little Hershey bar in the movie. That's one of the things I remember. I'm like, that looks like our Hershey bar with the pips.
And this gun comes back in later episodes in different configurations.
Oh, yeah.
I think they shoot the what is it? The beanbags, and stuff out of it in the clown episode.
Yeah.
When the police are coming and stunning everybody. So, yeah. Super popular with military and police and civilians. You'll find a Mossberg 500.
Have we mentioned that this series is a lot of fun?
Oh, it's so fun.
It is just hilarious.
So fun.
So the Mossberg 500. You know what? I've got to put this because of just the power factor on this. This is going to go up in here.
All right.
I'm going to stick that right in there.
I like that.
Big whoop. I'm spooning a Barrett 50 cal. I could kill a building.
Hey! Beat you!
I can do this all day since I find repetitive behavior so call me. Now hands up, Moreno. It's over.
The Barrett 50 cal.
Yep.
Suppressed.
I don't know how much the suppressor is going to really be helping. I've only seen the Barrett in like that muzzle brake configuration, not really suppressed, but hey, it's Archer and
why not, right?
He's doing him.
Yep.
So
the Barrett 50 caliber, I've shot one. I think I shot 4 rounds out of one over the course of a day. It was very interesting to shoot.
How was your shoulder?
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
it was pretty good. Yeah, we put a little extra padding back there.
Okay.
I remember one time that we shot. Actually, I've shot it on 2 occasions, and one of them was at a club, and the guy had the movement reducing muzzle brake. Okay, and there was a guy's range gear on the next table. And we touched one round off, and it cleaned the whole table off. The muzzle blast. I actually had a picture, and you can see the shockwave around the gun because they got the picture at the right moment.
Oh,
so you can see the V shockwave.
That is cool.
All right, so just because it is cool, we're gonna hide it right up in there around the MP, under the Walther.
The M41 Mark II plasma pulse rifle with concussion grenade launcher.
Holy shit!
On kill mode, the M41 fires lethal plasma ammunition. On stun, it fires an ion pulse, similar to an EMP.
Did he say it has a concussion grenade launcher, an ion pulse, stun mode, and lethal?
It's got everything. That's pretty cool.
And apparently it's made by America because it has that M41, kind of designation.
So the pulse rifle is just freaking crazy. Now, in the episode we're watching, this thing shows up it shows up in 2 different episodes in the same season.
Yep.
So it's like, it's kind of introduced. Archer, gets to enjoy it.
And can it be fired with an erection?
Yep.
A little bit.
Oh, there is
Makes a really good comment about it.
Oh, for
Archer, muzzle.
Relax, it's on stun, Lana.
So I love that because you don't see a whole lot of trigger discipline or muzzle safety.
Yeah.
But just the fact that
you hear Mallory yelling, muzzle!
Muzzle!
I think I got him. Did I get him?
The fact that we've gone through almost every single one of the characters and kind of given them their iconic gun.
Yeah, right.
And Cyril's is the pulse rifle, which he just goes to town on it.
And his catch is every time he gets a gun and he has to shoot it, he just yells suppressing fire and starts shooting.
Yeah.
Right? And
with no regard for where it's pointed.
Everybody ducks and all the bad guys somehow, in some cases, all the bad guys die, but in a lot of cases, and in a couple of them, nothing gets, just nothing happens. So the pulse rifle, although, a big fantasy thing, but hey, this is all fantasy. It's all a lot of fun. There's got some humor behind it, especially with the introduction of all the things it does. And then Archer takes control of it and, asks a very, very funny ass question. Let's put it right here.
No way!
Yep, he's down.
But not forgotten. Come, Kriegerbots! Avenge your fallen comrade!
What voice is that? Is that from Bullwinkle?
Damn it, they're everywhere.
The H&K PSG-1 suppressed sniper rifle.
Yeah. 762 by 51.
So cool.
And looks like Lana's shooting across an alleyway.
Maybe 100 meters, at most.
Maybe, probably less.
But again, Lana not known for subtlety.
That's right.
At all.
If you can overdo it, Lana will overdo it.
Yeah.
Right.
Even with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And she's got gloves on shooting this too for her comfort. apparently.
But the trademark sniper rifle of
Yep.
ISIS, International Spy Agency, not the other ISIS.
Not the other one.
It shows up a little bit, but I didn't want this to be a just rifle and handgun episode, so I had to throw this in.
So we put it in there. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Lana had some fun with it.
Yeah.
All right, Ed, where are we putting it?
You know what? I don't think it's as cool as the pulse rifle, so
Right below it? Okay.
right below it.
Yeah. Somebody's got to hold the bottom. Mm-hmm. They got to hold the foundation up.
I knew you wanted to blow. Sorry, that was inappropriate. Although, so was the response.
Drop the weapon! Drop it!
Here.
You are crazy. They'll kill us.
Empty.
What?
Last warning!
Those are 357. Oh, Ruger 6s. They each fired 6.
How did you count them?
I'm just super good at that. Oh my god, maybe I am autistic.
Oh, okay, you dirty ass beaner. That's it.
Dave, what do we got up next?
He's dealing with Border Patrol with the revolvers.
Yep.
Now, this is funny because what did he call them? 357 Ruger Security 6s, right?
Right.
Those are 357. Oh, Ruger 6s. They each fired 6.
But they're not.
No. They're the Smith & Wesson Model 686.
In 357 Magnum.
And 357 Magnum, which, all right, come on. Again, cartoon ballistics, right? Yeah, she'd be in trouble as well as he.
Yep.
So, hey, whatever. But you know what? It's a fantasy.
So despite the fact that Archer got it wrong, fun trivia, Border Patrol actually did use the Ruger Security 6s and the Smith & Wesson 686 both at some point before they switched over to semi-autos.
So somebody probably found a reference to that and then they ran with it.
Yep.
That's cool. So, personally, here's another one that I own. Mm-hmm. Okay. Another Safe Queen. That's probably in that episode. And I tell you, when I get a chance to shoot it, that thing is just beautiful to shoot. It's a very solid, sturdy gun. Very accurate. Like in the episode here, they're probably a good 40 yards away.
Right.
Maybe 50. Mm-hmm. And for them to get a halfway decent hit, that's pretty cool.
2 for 12 at that distance? Ugh.
Yeah.
Right. But it's a lot the gun, and maybe these guys have been to the range a lot, and maybe they they're one of their top shooters in their agency, and they got some good hits on.
Plus, if you actually own one of these, in 357, you can train with the 38 Special, a little softer shooting, for range purposes. Ballistics are, going to be a little bit different, but for practice purposes and accuracy, they are kind of, interchangeable.
Right.
In a way.
Right. So let's see. Where can we put this one? There's some history with it, like some really nice, solid history with it.
Yep.
But the wow factor, I don't know.
Kind of meh.
Yeah. Let's put them over here. It's not like, like these guns are just horrible.
Right.
It's just these guns are better.
Oh, way better.
These guns are really cool. These guns are awesome.
This whole list is all
they're the coolest of the coolest. The most is coolest.
The most is coolest.
The most is coolest.
Sure, let's go with
right?
that.
And these are the least is coolest.
And this is for the Pueblo.
Zero, hit the deck.
Wait, why just...
Get some, you sons of bitches. Get some.
Aw, man, I totally missed it.
Spray and pray, Lana, at again.
Yeah.
With the...
So the PPSH 41 made to carry the 7.62 Tokarev.
Yeah. So the Russian version of a kind of handheld, close quarters machine gun.
And that, for some reason, that little clip that we saw looked like it had a drum magazine. Mm-hmm. So that is just cool.
Yeah.
Come on. And you know what? I think I sense a trend here. So this one, because Lana is shooting it, I think it goes up here.
In anybody else's hands, it'd be lower. I don't have a whole lot of respect for this gun, but the fact that Lana's shooting it, yeah, she makes it. She makes it cool.
She can raise the coolness factor of it.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, not that's gonna matter in 30 seconds. But what is your problem? Well, I know a cure for that.
Oh my God, not in my face.
Said your mom. Boom! I'm sorry, that's terrible to hear that right before you. What in the hell is...
Well, you know what they say. Big hands, big dick.
So he never got to shoot it.
No.
That's too bad.
But did you see the detail
Yes.
on that gun?
Yep. I tell you, I give them a lot of credit. Now that I'm looking at these things even more, it's like it just didn't have a resemblance to it.
Yeah.
It was like they took the blueprint and made it into a cartoon.
Mm-hmm. They cartoonized,
Yeah.
a real gun.
Yeah.
Basically.
So the Springfield M1A.
Yeah. So full length, battle length rifle. You got the full length muzzle brake. You got a nice optic on it.
Oh, yeah.
This gun still used, for ceremonial purposes.
Yep.
Used right all the way through the Korean War.
Yep. 7.62 by 5.1.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So a pretty standard caliber for a lot of the period pieces like that when it came out. I've shot a couple of them. They're just beautiful to shoot.
Yeah.
All right, where are you going to put it?
This one,
you can't put it high because Londa didn't shoot it.
yeah, but it's still a great gun. I'm putting it above my Walther WA.
Boy.
It is.
I'm surprised you didn't put it like right here in the middle of all these.
It's a little crowded, but it is also American. I love American.
Yep.
I love Springfield and the history behind that gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
It's
agree.
up there.
That shit! What the? And this conversation isn't over, isn't it?
No, my brand new fan!
Oh boy.
So a lot of guns in this sequence. We talked about Lana's Tech 9s.
Yep.
We talked about Ray's dual 1911s.
I noticed how this, when we opened the scene, there were the Tech 9s tucked in shoulder holsters right there, ready to go. And then Ray's coming up with his dual 1911s.
Coming out of the wheelchair, by the way.
Yeah,
Not
right?
the easiest thing to draw from.
Oh boy. So the Israeli Uzi.
Yep. None of one of those kind of iconic guns was used by IWI forces, police for a while. I think even Secret Service used them for a time period.
Yeah, I've seen where they have the foldable, expandable, just wire stock on them.
Yep.
Another gun that seems to show up with bad guys attached to it.
Yeah.
A lot.
Probably because it was so accessible.
Yeah.
You could find them just about anywhere.
The new Uzi machine pistol. Big firepower in a small package.
So let's see.
Yeah, I know where you're going to put it.
Yeah.
Yep. Do it.
Put it right in there.
All right. Cool.
Gang, I warn you, this is not something you watch at work without headphones. Or if you have little kids around, maybe watch the maturity level on this. But it is, the Archer series is a lot of fun. We pulled the guns out on this. We pulled, we could probably pull out tactics. We could probably pull out all sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We can probably talk about their driving tactics and have a whole episode.
Yeah.
But we don't need to overdo it. We really don't need to overdo it.
Yeah, we need a part 2 or part 3 for that.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
That was fun. It was a good revisit. It's probably been a couple years since I watched an episode, so some of it's like, a little fresh. Oh, I remember that now. So it was a good uptick. Other than that, we'll see you guys in the next one.